So as we all know, this past NFL offseason has been ridiculous thus far, and the amount of star talent that shifted teams is insane. And one of those players who shifted teams was Matt Ryan when he got traded a couple days ago from the Atlanta Falcons to the Indianapolis Colts. And this only transpired because the Colts shipped off Carson Wentz to Washington, so they were in need of a quarterback, and Matt Ryan just so happened to be available, so they pulled the trigger on that as fast as they could. But me personally, I thought they were going to go out and get Baker Mayfield because one, he would have been super easy to get because they just traded for Deshaun Watson, and two, he's a lot younger. But obviously I was wrong and they ended up acquiring Matt Ryan instead. They ended up only having to give up a third-round draft pick, which is honestly a really good deal, especially for someone who's a former MVP. And when you put Matt Ryan behind this Colts offensive line and pair him with Jonathan Taylor, that offense is going to be kind of disgusting. And although Matt Ryan didn't have his best season with the Falcons last year, I still think he has a couple years left in the tank of good football. I mean, the Colts aren't asking him to do anything crazy. They just need that game manager who's able to make throws when called upon. And at this point in his career, Matt Ryan fits that perfectly. So now that they have their quarterback, this team is looking really good on paper, but they're still in desperate need of one position, and that's a wide receiver 1. You could say they have Michael Pittman, but in my opinion, I view him more as a wide receiver 2 than a wide receiver 1, and I think they need to pair someone alongside him. The Colts might bring back someone like T.Y. Hilton, who's currently a free agent, and this very well might be what happens. T.Y. spent his entire career with the Colts so far, and it'd be kind of weird seeing him in another jersey, but who really knows at this point? But let's just say T.Y.'s not on the roster next year. Who could they potentially acquire to fill that void? Well, if you look in free agency, you have a ton of big names available, like Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry. Like, there's some nice players left. But then you look a little bit deeper at those names in free agency and you see a guy that Matt Ryan has an elite connection with, and that's Julio Jones. I mean, as a duo, they connected for 60 total touchdowns, so it's safe to say they got some chemistry built up. And at this point in his career, Julio's not the same player he once was, but when he's on that field, he is still insanely talented. The only knock, and I mean the only knock on Julio at this point in his career, is that he's pretty injury prone. We've seen that the past 2 seasons. And this is actually the main reason the Titans cut him. But if you throw Julio a 1-year incentive-based contract, I think it makes perfect sense for both sides. It gives Julio a chance to prove himself while the Colts fill a big need at wide receiver. And the thing is, if you've watched any tape on the games that Julio's played in the past 2 seasons, he still has the talent. It's just he hasn't been able to stay healthy, which honestly sucks. So if you're the Colts, the only hesitation in signing him is his health, but who's to say next year he doesn't stay healthy and plays a full season? I mean, worst case scenario, he ends up getting hurt and he doesn't perform to the expectation you wanted, but on the flip side, he could completely outperform all expectations and he could fill that wide receiver 1 role for you guys. So in my opinion, this is someone they should take a chance on. And Darius Leonard feels the exact same way. Darius Leonard tweeted at Julio Jones, "Hey man, hear me out. Matt has already thrown you a lot of touchdowns in the Dome in Atlanta, 60 to be exact. Y'all could finish what y'all started in Atlanta in the Dome here in Indy." So it's safe to say Darius wants Julio on the team. And I'm sure there's more Colts players that feel the exact same way. They just haven't been outspoken about it. So at this point, it's all up to the Colts front management. But if I were them, I would be calling Julio right now and I would be trying to get something done. We all know him and Matt have that connection, and it makes their offense significantly better if he's able to stay healthy. So this is something they should be trying to get done ASAP. But hey, who knows? Maybe I'm just delusional and this won't happen. I mean, I predicted Baker going to the Colts and Deshaun Watson going to the Seahawks, and guess what? None of those happen. But I mean, you know what they say, 3rd time's a charm, so this is gonna be right. You can take that to the bank. And with that being said, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. Let me know down in the comment section below if you guys think the Colts should sign Julio. And if not Julio, who do you think they should target? Do you think they should go after someone like Odell, Jarvis? Do you think they should draft someone? Or do you think they should just re-sign T.Y.? Make sure to let me know down in the comment section below. And also, if you guys are new to the channel and ended up enjoying today's video, consider hitting that subscribe button. I post NFL related content, so if you're a fan of that, this is the perfect channel for you. But like I said, that's all I got for today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. It's been your boy Mythic. Peace out.